Good afternoon, Calvary family. It's great to see you today on this Monday, a gorgeous day here in the city. And wondering if any of you recognize the steps behind me here today. One of the things we enjoy doing is checking out the various places throughout the city. We've been doing some front door excursions, and we hope to add some more of those still in the days to come. So if you want us to stop by your house, let us know. But while we're doing that, we'll hit some other places in the city and see if you can guess where we're actually located. So if my calculations are correct, we are on day 77 of our shelter in place. So 11 weeks that we've been going at this. It's been kind of fun touching base with you through video, but we do miss seeing you in person and look forward to seeing you in the near future in person as well. So today I want to talk just a little bit about Jeremiah, 3 chapters that we're looking at. Jeremiah's chapters 21, 22, and 23. Fascinating passages as Jeremiah is confronting the King Zedekiah. Can you believe this? After all that has been said, Zedekiah comes to Jeremiah and says, hey, would you just go to God, and maybe, because he is such a good God, he would be willing to come and defend us against Nebuchadnezzar. Now remember, who is sending Nebuchadnezzar? Well, it's actually God, and it's part of the judgment that God is sending because of the unfaithfulness of the people. And God's response, as you can imagine, is no, he will not come and defend. In fact, he will send in Nebuchadnezzar and Babylon to take Zedekiah and the people captive. He does give an interesting challenge though to Zedekiah. He says, hey, if you will go and surrender yourself, you will live, and the people will live. But if you seek to defend yourself, you will die, and the people will die as well. Well, chapter 22 goes on and talks to more of the kings, the sons of Josiah. Josiah was actually a pretty good king, and he is used as an example of what a good king should be. But he goes to the sons and says, if you will practice basically what your father has done, then you will continue to see the throne sustained within your family. Well, the 3 sons that are mentioned there in the passage are unfaithful to God and lead the people astray and do evil things, horrific things among the people. And sure enough, God comes to the last son and says the kingdom will be removed from his descendants as well. Now, this is really interesting because one of the challenges to the kings is that they would not oppress the people. And especially you look at our culture and what's going on in our society today. Rulers not oppressing the people, and especially the weak, the stranger, the widowless, the widows, the fatherless. These are the ones, the innocent are the ones that we are to be defending. And I think it's a call for each one of us as well, not even just for leaders. But the people are unfaithful. The leaders are unfaithful, and they use the people for their own advantage instead of really protecting them. When we get into chapter 23 and we find that there's a challenge now to the prophets because the prophets have misled. They're referred to as shepherds, and it says you have not tended to the people, but rather you have driven the people away. And as a result of that, judgment is coming. The one thing I want to draw our attention to here is the words of the prophets are deception, and the words of God, what is contrasted. This is where we find towards the end of the chapter where God says of his word, it's like a fire and it's like a hammer that breaks the heart of stone. It's a good indication for us too to recognize what are our words versus what are the words of God, and what are the words that bring about change. It is only the words of God. It is like a fire. It is like a hammer. It breaks the hardest of hearts as well. It actually brings us great confidence knowing that we can speak the word of God and it will bring about change. It will bring about the need of change within the hearts of people as well. Let us not speak our opinions, our own deceptions, but let us speak the word of God. Well, we'll pick up later on in the week on Jeremiah 24 as we're getting close to the end of the book as well and finishing out what God has to speak through Jeremiah. We hope that you are doing well. We'll continue to keep you in prayer. Take care and have a great day.